If you would like to learn how to make this adorable unicorn, stay tuned and keep watching. The unicorn that I have here is from Dollarama. It was $4. I just cut off all the tags, but they do come in various color varieties and options. These are just the ones that I picked for this order that I'm going to do today. Now we're going to head on over to our design space. I've just opened up my design space and I've pressed on new project. You're going to want to go down right over here and press on that text box. This way you can create your text to put on the unicorn. The font that I'm using I downloaded on defont.com. It is just a free font site. You can just download kind of whatever and they have a lot of options. But the one that I'm using today is Honeymoon and it's personal use only. I do not have a shop or anything. I don't sell these on Etsy or anything like that. So what we're going to do is just type in the name now. The name for this one is going to be Hunter. Okay, so sorry if it's a little wobbly. What you do is I just make it larger, make it easier. Head on over up here and hit ungroup. It's going to separate all the letters. That way you can link them together. Oh, make it look a little more like cursive writing. Wow, this is hard to do one-handed. There we go. And you can pick whatever font you want, of course. This is just the one that I thought looked really great on the unicorns. And there we go. Then you're going to want to highlight all of them. Then you're going to want to press down here, weld. There we go. Now it's all one. So what we're going to do is put it up here at the top of our screen. I measured on the unicorn how much I would need. This one that I have here, approximately, I'm going to do 2 inches long and about 1 inch tall, maybe even a little bit shorter because I found the shorter it is, the better. So let's get that done down here. You can just see the length and the width along the sides, and let's just get that down to the proper sizing. There we go. Alrighty, so we have that ready. Put that at the top of our page. Now we can go to make it. Because you're using HTV vinyl, you're going to need to mirror this. I'm sorry, the computer has like all these lines on it. So make sure you mirror the image, that way it's backwards. Because when you are going to put the image on here, you're going to want it to be back on the transfer tape like that. Correct? Correct. Now we are going to press continue. I'm over at my Cricut machine now. I'm just going to turn it on. It's going to be a little noisy. While it's just turning on, I'm plugging it into my laptop and waiting for it to prompt me. In the meantime, I'm going to take my green mat that I have here, and I have some scrap HTV from previous projects that I would like to use up because otherwise it's just going to be in the garbage. Place it on, and yes, it was pre-measured. And wait for it to prompt me. And then prompts you to press cut. All done. Now you're just going to want to unload the mat. There we go. Head on to the fun part. Alright, so you just pull it off your mat like so. I take a pair of scissors and I just cut around. That way I can use more scraps later, but honestly at this point I'm just going to throw this out because really what can I do with this? Then you're going to take your weeding tool. People use a dental tool. People can use, you can just use your fingers, and you're just going to weed out the scrap piece that you don't need. This HTV pulls off very easily, so I have no problems with it. And then you just take out all of the little letters in between, all the little pieces in between the letters. Rotate or thin material if you don't have a heat press and put it over top, that way you're not melting the plastic here. But I don't turn on my iron hot enough that it melts the plastic. I just do it enough that the writing and the vinyl will actually stick to the unicorn, not that the entire thing will melt and burn. So let's get ironing. What I do, take the iron, push it down. First I do the tip of the iron just to get the letters kind of stuck down, that way it's not fidgeting around like crazy. I'm not pressing down crazy hard because I don't want to melt the plastic onto it, just enough that it puts the words on. Alrighty, ta-da! All done and ready to go. So that's as easy as it is. If you feel like a couple of the letters aren't stuck down properly, simply place it back on, take the tip of your iron and iron it down a little bit. I've heard a lot of people use straighteners for this and people use heat press. I don't have a heat press, so I just use my iron. I've seen a lot of people sell these from between $10 to about $15. And again, like I said, the unicorn does cost $4 at Dollarama, and then a couple dollars for the HTV if you have sheets that you need to use. But for me, I just used scrap HTV and it worked perfect. And that's the completed product. Thanks for watching. Bye!